We are very fortunate to have Swami Nikhilanand ji here to give a discourse for us. And let me give you a brief introduction of Swamiji. Swami Nikhilanand ji was born in Canada and was attracted to the teachings of Hinduism from a very young age. Living at this ashram of Jagat Guru Kripalu Parishad, he studied Hindi, the philosophy of the prime Sanskrit scriptures such as Vedas, Darshan Shastras, Gita, Bhagavatam, and practiced meditation in the tradition of Raganuga Bhakti. In the year 2003, he became our sannyasi preacher. Since then, he has been conducting satsang programs throughout USA, engaging audience with his clear explanation of Hindu philosophy, coupled with inspired chanting of Sankirtan, Sanskrit mantras and shlokas, and charming Nam Sankirtan. His informative and compelling speeches provide practical insight into how to adopt the teachings of Sanatan Dham into our daily lives and inspire us to awaken that inner spiritual potential. I will request all of you to please listen to his discourse very attentively. And now I request Dr. Chirag Patel to offer a garland to Swamiji as a token of our respect. Thank you.
Prapannaham sada shyama gurur padarvindayo tasya preranaya tasya divyadesham vadamyaham. Yo Brahmanam vidadhati purvam yo vai vedanscha prahinoti tasmai tagvangha devamatma buddhi prakasham mumukshurvai sharanamaham prapadye. Dear devotees, please join me in a few minutes of Nam Sankirtan. After that, I'll speak to you a little bit on the significance of this occasion. Bhajo giridhar Govinda Gopala Govinda Gopala Bhajo Giridhar Gopala Bhajo Giridhar Govinda Gopala. 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 Bol Ladli Lal ki. First of all, my humble pranam to the pracharaks of Jagat Guru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj who are seated here, who are all senior to me, but who are giving their little brother a chance to do some seva on this day. So I get to talk to you about the importance of Radha Rani Rath Yatra and the Sharad Purnima celebrations. People wonder that why do we do Rath Yatra? Of course we enjoy it. So on one hand, we don't have to ask the question because we feel the effect of doing Radha Rani Rath Yatra. But there's still the intellectual question that why? Why do we do it? Why did it start? So simply, you can just say that we can probably imagine that in divine Vrindavan, or even here on this earth planet when Radha and Krishna were here 5,000 years ago, probably gopis sometimes would get a rath ready, decorate it, thinking that maybe today Radha might want to go around Barsana or around Vrindavan sitting on her rath. Just in case she does, we'll get it ready. And of course Radha would come and sit on the chariot, and then they'd take Radharani all around her Braj, her Barsana, Vrindavan, singing the praises of Radharani. And Shri Krishna, the Rasik saints tell us that whenever Radha goes out on her Rath, sitting decorated, the queen of Vrindavan sitting on her Rath and everybody coming ahead of her, Shri Krishna would go in front of everybody farther ahead along the path that the Rath was going to take, and he would do what's called Agvani, which means he would let everybody know, oh, the queen of Vrindavan is coming, Radha Rani is coming, get ready, get her, sing Radhe Radhe, bolo jai ho Radha Rani ki. So that's called doing Agavani. Shri Krishna would be so excited that Radha Rani Rath Yatra is happening. So this is our Radha Rani's Dham here. This is Shri Raseshwari Radha Rani Mandir. So we feel that we should also at least once in a year have Radha Rani Rath Yatra and enjoy such an occasion. What's the divine reality of the Rath Yatra? We don't know. Maybe some of you, if you have divine eyes, maybe you saw what was really happening in the Rath Yatra today. The rest of us, according to our own devotional purity of heart, we experienced something, some kind of devotional feelings because of this divine Leela that takes place here at Radha Madhav Dham every year. For almost 20 years, we've been doing this to celebrate Sharad Purnima. since this is Shri Raseshwari Radha Rani Mandir, people also wonder that who is Radha and why do we call it Raseshwari Radha Rani Mandir? What is the importance of Radha Rani? I'll just tell you very briefly something. The Vedas define Brahm, Raso Vai Saha, a simple statement that means that Brahm is Ras. Ras means like when you have a mango. So the mango also has the chilka, right, the skin on it, and there's also the pit that you can't eat. So what's the best part of the mango? The ras, the nectar, the sweet ras. Bhagwan is ras. Brahma and ras. Ras, you can say divine bliss, that you can drink and be blissful forever. Rasagvam hyevayam labdhva nandi bhavati. This is from Taittiriya Upanishad, this mantra. And it says that souls who attain Brahm, they can drink the ras and become rasik. They can become anandi, can become blissful forever. So Brahm is ras. We have one word, one definition. Vedas also say about that same Brahm who is ras, Dve vava brahmano rupe murtan chaiva murtan cha. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. It means that Brahm, who is ras, has two main aspects, with form and without form. So in Sanskrit we say sakar and nirakar. Akar means the form, so sakar, having a personal form, and nirakar, formless. One Brahm, who is ras, has these two aspects in which he eternally exists, with form and without form, simultaneously omnipresent in both aspects. But as formless God, that Brahm is not aware of his own blissfulness, nor can any soul who attains him eternally enjoy that blissfulness, that ras. Ras is further defined as rasayati iti rasah, rasyate iti rasah. It means that Brahm is ras, so he himself enjoys his blissfulness. And rasyate iti rasah means souls can enjoy that ras of God. But when God is formless, all of his qualities, powers, almost everything is dormant. So he himself is not aware of his own blissfulness, and those souls who attain him in that form, they merge into him and become divinely unconscious forever, not aware even of the fact that they've merged into blissful Brahm. But the personal form of God, in the personal form of God, there's something special. The same Brahm who is ras, when all of his qualities and powers are active and manifested outwardly, he is Sakar Brahm, he is Shri Krishna. Then he enjoys his own blissfulness and he gives that bliss to the souls. Think of it this way. I gave the example of a mango. So if someone were to say to you, oh, here's a branch from a mango tree, just the wood part, no fruit, and they said to you, do you know that the DNA, the structure, is exactly the same as the fruit? No difference. This is the same as a mango fruit. Here, chew on this. You'll say it may be chemically the same, but experientially, it's not the same. Similarly, you can say Brahm, Nirakar Brahm and Sakar Brahm. So formless God and Shri Krishna, the personal form of God, they're one and the same, Brahmano hi pratisthaham, Gita, Shri Krishna says, that formless God is from me and established in me. It's not some other God. Yet, it's like the difference between chewing on the twig of a mango and actually getting the ras of that mango. The ras is there in the twig too, but it's unmanifest. Now, take sugarcane. Sugarcane is also very sweet. Sugarcane has no flower and no fruit. Imagine if sugarcane had a fruit. Could you imagine what would be the sweetness of that? So you could say Brahm is sweet, like the sugarcane. Brahm is ras. But that experience of the personal form of God is unimaginable to someone who hasn't, like you could say a jnani, who hasn't experienced the personal form of God. It would be like us trying to imagine what would be the taste of the fruit of a sugarcane plant. All we could imagine is it would be something very great. So this is the real ras. In fact, Chandogya Upanishad says, Rasanam savai sa esha rasanam rasatamah paramah. So there are many types of ras in the divine world. I'm just telling you two. The ras of formless God, we call Brahmanand, and the ras of Shri Krishna, we call Premanand. There are many types of ras. Here Chandogya Upanishad is saying Rasa Tamah Paramah. It means the supreme ras. That's Shri Krishna, Shri Radha Krishna, the Premanand. The ras that they give is the supreme ras. The word ras also comes in the description of who Radha Krishna are. Yeyam Radha Yascha Krishno Rasabdhir Dehe Naikah Kridanartham Dvidha Bhut. Radhika Upanishad. This says that Radha and Krishna are actually one. They're not two. So Radha is Krishna, or Krishna is Radha. Both are one and the same, but Rasabdhi, to make that ras enjoyable to himself, to enjoy that ras and to give that ras to the souls, Shri Krishna appears as himself and as Radha. Or you could say Shri Radha Rani appears as herself and as Krishna. Dvidha Bhut. They appear in two forms even though they're one. Why? To enjoy and give ras. But the topmost kind of ras that they give, because even Radha Krishna give different kinds of ras. The topmost ras, Rasanam Samuha Rasa. Ras, you've heard of. On Sharad Purnima in Navratri, a lot of you probably, in honoring and remembering the Ras Leela of Radha Krishna, you do Dandiya. The original dance of Radha Krishna, I don't know if they had Dandiya sticks or not, but Radha, Krishna and gopis would dance and sing and play music. That is called Ras Leela. So what is the ras of Ras Leela? Well, imagine, I told you, if the bliss of formless God, Brahmanand, is like the sweetness of sugarcane, and the ras, the bliss of the personal form of God, Shri Krishna, is like the fruit of that sugarcane, if it existed, and this ras is the ultimate bliss of the personal form of God, suffice it to say that it's beyond imagination. Samuha means take all the different kinds of ras in the divine world, put it all into one, and you have the experience of ras. So Rasik Mahapurush, those who have experienced that ras, they say this is the topmost bliss that a soul can attain, the ras of Radha Krishna. And 5,000 years ago, when Radha Krishna descended on the earth planet, they did something called Maharas Leela. Bhagavan apitaratri sharadat phulla mallika vikcharantum manaschakre yogamaya mupashritah. Bhagavatam. It was Sharat Purnima night, the night of the autumn full moon, we call Sharad. It was a beautiful night. The moon was rising. It was warm, but just pleasantly warm, a very pleasant night. There was a fragrant breeze blowing, carrying the fragrance, the scents of the flowers which were all blooming out of season, not just the flowers that bloom in Sharad time, in Sharad Ritu, but of all 6 seasons, all bloomed at once on that night. And seeing that, Shri Krishna thought, I have to do Maharas. I have to reveal the bliss of Maharas to the souls, to the qualified souls. So then what did he do? Yogamaya mupashritaha. Radha Rani is Yogamaya. He surrendered to Radha Rani in his mind. O Radhe, can we do Maharas? And Radha Rani appeared and said, yes, Priyatam, let's do Maharas. So it means that Radha Rani is Ras Ishwari. She is the Swamini. She is the governess, the goddess of Ras Leela. Shri Krishna does Ras Leela with Radha Rani's permission and with her kripa. So that's why we call Radha Rani Raseshwari, Radha Rani. And Radha Rani, Raseshwari, Radha Rani, and Vrindavan Bihari, Lal, Shri Krishna, they do Ras together. And on Sharad Purnima night, more than 5,000 years ago, they did Maharas Leela, where uncountable gopis all joined in concentric rings with Radha and Krishna. And Krishna took uncountable forms and danced with each gopi individually. So all of those souls who had been waiting to experience that bliss of Maharas since eternity, they received that on that night. It was so great that even Bhagwan Shiv and Parvati came and took part in Maharas. We have our Shivji shrine over by the dining hall, and you'll see there's a golden etching on it of Bhagwan Shiv in the form of a beautiful gopi. That's why we call the shrine Gopeshwar Mahadev. He took the form of a gopi to come and take part in Maharas. Shukadev Ji Parmahans abandoned his bliss of formless God to come and listen to the Leelas of the Bhagavatam and hear the description of Maharas by his father, Vedavyas Ji. Mahalakshmi came running to come and have the darshan of this Maharas Leela. It was so great. So this happened on Sharad Purnima, which we celebrate early here because over in India at our Mangad ashram, Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj conducts a 1-month sadhana program, and many of us like to go over there and take part in that. So since it actually starts on Dashera, we have our Sharad Purnima celebration here early, a week early at least, and then many of us have time to go to India to take part in the Sharad Purnima celebrations over there. So on this day, we celebrate both Sharad Purnima and our great opportunity to take our beloved Radha Rani around on the chariot procession around the grounds of Radha Madhav Dham. We know all of this about Radha, Krishna, Ras Leela, not only through the Vedas and Puranas, but also through the writings of our great Rasik Mahapurush, our Rasik Acharyas, who through the history we've had a great tradition of Rasik saints who have revealed even more details than are found in the Vedas and Puranas about these Leelas of Radha Krishna. One of those great saints in that same tradition is the founder of this ashram, Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj. He has revealed so much knowledge, so many leelas, so many kirtan to inspire the devotees, to give us the knowledge, first of all, who are Radha and Krishna? What is our goal as a soul? And to have faith that that ras, that's attainable by any soul. That's another meaning of this day. When we celebrate Sharad Purnima and talk of Maharas, it's not only to remember the Leela that Radha and Krishna did, but to feel inspired that Radha Rani is so gracious that any one of us can experience that ras. So this is why Radha Madhav Dham is here. It's representing that highest goal of a soul, to experience ras, and to inspire souls to do Radha Krishna Bhakti, to teach us how and to give us a boost to want to do Radha Krishna Bhakti, and to receive the knowledge of how we can do it. So this ashram of Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj here in the West, Radha Madhav Dham, is here for all of us. We can come here anytime. It doesn't have to be just on a celebration day. We can come here anytime to help boost our devotion. One more thing you should know about today's celebration is that we're about to do something in a little bit, which has never been done before here at Sri Raseshwari Radha Rani Mandir. We're about to get a chance which no one here has ever had a chance to do before. Radhika Upanishad also says about Radha Rani, Yasya Renum Padayor Vishwabharta. Radha Rani is so great that even though she and Krishna are one, yet Shri Krishna feels himself lucky, like a beggar who's found an unlimited wealth, if he gets a chance to even touch the lotus feet of Radharani. Or if he gets the chance to take some of her foot dust and put it on his head. Or even if he gets the chance to just have darshan of Radharani's charan. He feels himself to be the luckiest. This is Supreme Brahm, Shri Krishna. That same Raseshwari Radharani we have here, this is her mandir, and she's here in this shrine. She's been here since 1995, and we have her darshan every day, many times a day. But one thing we've never had darshan of is Radharani's charan, her lotus feet. So today, on the occasion of Radha Rani Rath Yatra and the Sharad Purnima celebrations, it's been decided to give us the chance to actually have the darshan of Radha Rani's charan. We'll actually get to see her lotus feet. And after the cultural program finishes and the arti has been performed, then everyone who wants to will have a chance to approach the shrine, and we'll have the close darshan of Radharani's charan, and we can also use flower petals to do charan pujan of her paduka, which will be there, and we can also receive some charan amrit. So that's all I have time to share with you today. We're going to, the next part of the program will be a beautiful dance, which is going to be introduced now, which is going to portray the greatness and beauty of Radharani. Bolo Radha Rani ki.